Hi everyone, it's Angela with Brickhouse Designs. I am back with a layout today of a playhouse that my husband built for my kids, and it's just super fun. So I'm going to use one piece of paper from this. It's this green. I'm going to use that for my grass. And then I also have some open stock. This is pretty old. It's Dear Lizzie and American Crafts, and this is going to be my background paper. I'm going to use a couple other open stock colors that are just solid cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and start with this. Here's my background paper that was that Dear Lizzie. It is 11.5 by 11. And I'm going to use this beautiful border, Little Scraps of Heaven scallop border. Everybody's favorite, I know. It's wonderful. I just backed this with a solid green cardstock that was open stock. I cut it at 11.5 inches long. I'm going to go ahead and put it at the bottom. And then I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to back it with a navy blue cardstock. And it is 1/4 inch smaller, larger on this side, and then on each of those two sides. So it's actually 11 3/4 by 11.5. So it butts up right along this edge. So there's a 1/4 inch border all the way around it. And then for my final piece of background cardstock, I'm using this tan, and it is just 12 by 12. I think on my last video I said I couldn't wait for school because then I'd have more time for crafting. That didn't happen. There's just always too much that needs to be done, you know? Okay, so here's the right side of my layout. I have a couple photo mats. They're just like this cranberry red color. I just cut them to be a little bit bigger than the pictures I have that I'm putting on my page. I never just make a layout without pictures to put on it, because it seems like if I do that, then they never fit, and I never use that layout, no matter how cute it is. Okay. So instead of doing paper piecing today or having anything from Cricut Design Space, I got some clip art from Etsy. It is so cute. I just couldn't find anything die cut wise for tree houses, playhouses, things like that, but I found this awesome clip art set on Etsy. So here's this tree house, and I just imported the set of clip art into my Design Space and cut it from there. So to make it a little bit more dimensional, I put some brads right here, and then after the video I'm going to write our last name on this little signpost. There's this tire swing, and it was just cut out of paper, and so I added this string to make it look more like, you know, it was hanging from the tree. On the tire, I used this Smooch pearlized ink and went around it because there was a white line all the way in the middle of the tire, all the way around, and I didn't like that. So it's a little bit pearly, and then after I used the pearlized ink, I went in with this glossy accents to make it shiny and look like a tire. Also, to give the tree a little bit of dimension, it's fuzzy. I don't know if you can see that. It's flocked. And to get that look, I just took some Versamark ink and a sponge dauber, and I went around where I wanted the flocking. Got that really good wet with Versamark. I added some Stampin' Bond. I heated the Stampin' Bond with my heat embosser tool, and it gets sticky when it's wet. And then I was able to shake some flocking on there, press it down really good, and let it dry, and now is fuzzy and fun, and I love how it turned out. I was so excited. So this measures, I cut that at about 8.5. You know, when you're doing print and cut on the Explorer, this is something I don't love about the Explorer, is you can only do it so big. You can only do the print and cut images so big. And so I was a little upset about that, but it's okay. It worked perfect for my layout, this size, and if I did it much bigger, I wouldn't have room for pictures, right? I've had this layout ready to film for quite a while, but man, when kids are gone, it's easy to get stuff done. So I've been doing housework and laundry and cleaning up. I don't know if you can see the dimension from the glossy accents as well, and how shiny it is. There it is a little bit. All right. With this set, there's this cute little boy with tools. Actually, it might not even be with the set. I bought a couple sets because they were so cute. You go into Etsy, and there's some cute clip art in there. And then I just dress it up a little bit. So if you can see, I use glossy accents on his eyes. And then right here for the screw head and the 2 bolts on the saw, I used the liquid pearls. This kind of makes it stand out a little bit. Put him right there. And then I have this cute little girl with a saw. Again, there's the liquid pearls, glossy accents on her eyes. And then for her buttons on her overalls, I just had some mini brads and I stuck them in. And then this actually was from Cricut Design Space. I just got some grass and I flattened it and did print and cut just so it would kind of match the theme of the clip art that I couldn't piece together. I added some green stickles along it just to dress it up a little bit. Just so it wasn't so flat. I'm not going to put glue in the upper right hand of hers so that I can just slip my picture in there. I also got these from Design Space. So much for saying I didn't use Design Space for any of the images. I got these. They actually came with the sun. I'm going to use the sun on the other side of the layout. Again, I flattened these, make them more cohesive with the layout. And then I added a little bit of stickles, just this diamond stickles, right along there to kind of make it stand out a little bit as well. I really like the diamond one, the stardust one, you know, just because you don't need that specific color. You can use it and it turns whatever color you use it on, the color you need it. So there's my first side of my layout. Here's the next side. I already have a little bit done on it. I have a photo mat right there. I'm gonna put one there. I'm gonna have to lay this out just a little bit so I can make everything fit. Here's the sun. Here's the clouds that came with it. I cut the whole thing out on this one. Okay. I think that looks good. I hope you guys are all doing great. Hope you're staying healthy. Kids are staying healthy. School's been in for a couple weeks here. We're doing great. There isn't a rise in cases of COVID. It's been awesome. It's really hard putting these down without my pictures on them, guys. I think I'm going to cut that corner off just like that. So it'll be all right. I'm going to wait until I have my picture on here to cut that edge off. So with the clip art, I still love paper piecing. I still love my die cut images, but sometimes this clip art's faster just because you just print it, it cuts out, and then even adding all the little specialty pieces to it, it still gets done quicker. So I added a little bit of stickles to these two. Again, I just flattened this in Design Space and did print and cut. This little boy is from one of those clip art images. I did put glossy accents on his eyes. I put glossy accents on the wheels of the wagon, and the whole wagon was red, and I felt like it needed something along the top, and so I just used this foil washi tape just to add a more finished edge to it. I don't know, I felt like it looked better and made it stand out more, and I just wrapped it around the ends, and it was super simple. With the glossy accents, you do have to wait for a while for them to dry, but if you have to scrapbook in little increments like I do, do a little bit, leave, do a little bit, leave, it'll be perfect for you. Oh, so cute. I have some more of that grass. This is just one that I cut in half to put half on one side of the page and this half on the other. I probably should have put it down first. I have some more grass for right here. And then I have this cute little boy, glossy accents on his eyes, brads for his little buttons, and then glossy accents on the paint in the can and the paint dripping down. And it really adds a lot. I love glossy accents, and I was running low, and it was actually really hard for me to find some. I was surprised it's not as readily available as it used to be. All right, so I'm going to put him right there. See if we can get this in the camera for you. Sorry. Here's my layout. I also got these stickers because I thought it would be fun just to add some birds or butterflies. That was also really difficult to find. Stickers of birds and butterflies. You just cannot even believe it. But I found these finally at Joann's, and they're American Crafts. I think I'm just going to use these little yellow butterflies. They're so cute. I don't know where I want it. Probably not. Do one more right there. There we go. That's my completed layout. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great day. Bye.